This father was buying his daughter a backpack when store security accused him of theft. What happened next would become every racist's worst nightmare. The manager thought he was humiliating just another black man, but he was actually publicly shaming the CEO of the country's top security firm. Watch as this father uses the store's own cameras to deliver the most shocking corporate revenge in retail history. Marcus Johnson wasn't just any father. He was the man Fortune 500 companies hired to protect their billion-dollar secrets. His firm, Sentinel Security, installed the cameras that watched over museums, banks, and government buildings. But today, his only mission was making his 7-year-old daughter, Maya, smile. The purple unicorn backpack was everything she'd dreamed of, and watching her spin around to show it off made all his late nights building his company worth it. They walked out of the store hand in hand, the successful shopping trip complete. In 60 seconds, everything would change. The security guards approaching them had no idea they were about to make the biggest mistake of their careers, one that would cost them their jobs and expose their company's deepest hypocrisy. The confrontation felt like a scene from a nightmare. "Stop! Security!" The guards surrounded them right outside the doors, creating a spectacle for everyone entering the mall. "I have a receipt," Marcus said calmly, though his heart was pounding. He needed to stay composed for Maya, who was now clutching his leg. The lead guard laughed. "They always do. Let's go." Instead of taking them to a private office, the guards marched them back through the store to the busiest area, the cosmetics department. The manager, a smug man named Dobbs, arrived like he was the star of his own movie. "Empty your bag," Dobbs commanded, loud enough for nearby shoppers to hear. As Marcus poured out the school supplies, Maya started crying. "Daddy, are we in trouble?" That's when Marcus's professional calm shattered. He was watching his daughter learn a brutal lesson about racism at 7 years old. Dobbs examined the receipt like it was a forged document. "Looks fine," he finally said, tossing it back. "You can leave." "That's it?" Marcus's voice dropped to a dangerous calm. "No apology for traumatizing my daughter?" Dobbs leaned in close. "Be grateful we're not pressing charges. Now get out before I call real police." As they walked away, Marcus looked up at the security camera and smiled. He'd just recognized the outdated system. It was one his company had replaced in hundreds of stores. The revenge plan began forming instantly. 3 days later, Marcus sat in the corporation's gleaming boardroom. The regional director, Susan Wright, was eating out of his hand. His presentation about their new AI security systems had her ready to sign a 7-figure contract. Then Marcus dropped the bomb. "Of course," he said smoothly. "Technology is useless without proper training. Let me show you what I mean." He tapped his tablet. The store's own high-definition footage began playing on the giant screen. There was Marcus, being surrounded by guards. There was little Maya, crying. There was Dobbs, playing to the crowd like a racist ringmaster. Susan's face went white. "My God," she whispered. The silent video was more powerful than any accusation. When it ended, Marcus let the silence hang in the air for 10 full seconds. "That's my daughter crying," he said quietly. "That's me being treated like a criminal for buying school supplies. And that manager? He still works for you. So I'll ask you directly, do you want me to sell you cameras, or do you want me to help you fix the prejudice in your stores?" The corporation surrendered completely. Not only did Marcus get the contract, but he dictated terms that would become industry standards: mandatory anti-bias training, independent audits of security practices, and the immediate firing of everyone involved. The public apology made national news, but the real victory was quieter. Marcus took Maya back to the same store where the new staff treated them with respect. He watched his daughter slowly stop flinching when security guards walked by. He was healing the wound racism had tried to inflict on her. This story exposes the ultimate corporate hypocrisy. Companies will hire black excellence to protect their assets, while their employees treat black customers like threats. It shows how racism creates a world where the same man can be trusted with national secrets, but not with shopping for school supplies. Here's what should keep us all awake at night. How many other children are learning these same brutal lessons right now? How many little girls are watching their fathers be humiliated for the crime of existing while black? The revolution won't be televised. It'll be recorded on security cameras owned by the very people being discriminated against. The next time you witness someone being followed in a store or treated with suspicion, you have a choice. Be a silent bystander, or remember Marcus Johnson and ask the manager one simple question. Would you treat the CEO of your security company this way? Because until we see the humanity in every shopper, no security system in the world can ever make us truly safe.